Hey boys and girls, Cursed Curator here with lovely content. Today we're covering another one and done. Today's one and done is Any Bonds Today. This is a lovely 1942 short, and it stars our main man, Bugs Bunny. So I have to give you all a warning here. If you are offended by blackface, please click off the video right now, because we were talking about it very briefly, and it does happen, unfortunately. But let's hop right into the description of this lovely short. Bugs Bunny and friends sing and dance to promote the sale of government bonds in support of a war effort. This director includes Robert Clempitt. Stars include Mel Blanc and author Q Bryan. And that's all we have for stars. That's the only two people listed, despite the fact we have Porky Pig and Elmer Fudd, but only Elmer's voice actor is actually listed and not Porky's, and I'm not sure why. That's just how it is, I guess. So this is not Bugs Bunny's first ever short. No, that's back in 1940, which we have to actually cover one of these damn days. As in typical fashion with me, I typically skip over the first one. I get a very one that intrigues me, basically. This one intrigued me because I grew up with these type of shorts from back in that era. Because my great grandmother actually had tons of these. There was so much we had when I was a kid. Oh my lord, it became very overbearing very quickly because I got bored of them very quickly. It was so annoying after a while, especially because they're like talking about a war that was like happened before I was even in existence. I wasn't gonna fall in my mind yet, nor was my mother. But here's a little quick a factoid. This is actually Bugs Bunny's first ever musical. It's about damn war bonds, so that's a whole thing to think about. Let's go like right into the actual short itself. So we see Elmer, Porky, and of course Bugs himself sing and dance, and it's a pretty good time. But very briefly, we will see, unfortunately, really unfortunately, Bugs do blackface, and he does a parody of Al Jolson for the song's last refrain, and it's oh man, it was mm, not very tasteful. That's for damn sure. I didn't care for that, but all in all, it wasn't a bad short. Again, product of its time. You always have to remember this when we go into like this like type of material is that back then this is perfectly acceptable. Now, not at all. And get ready because the next like 40 or 50 years, people are going to think about the things we do now as like, oh wow, that's not acceptable at all. Or maybe they're different and they were like, oh man, they were so boring back then, or rather, they were way too safe. It's just culture changes over time, and that's just how it is. Enough about my spiel. Let's go and go dive right into the trivia. So, this movie stands as a testament to the rapid rise in popularity of Bugs Bunny. Only in a year and a half earlier, Bugs had been introduced to the public in A Wild Hare in 1940, and already the Treasury Department had commissioned a special Bugs film to sell war bonds. Due to pressure from Warner Bros., the cartoon was one of 12 pulled from rotation by the Cartoon Network for its 2001 June Bugs Marathon, which was to show the complete chronology. Oh my lord, I cannot pronounce words. Chronology of Bugs Bunny cartoons. This is in addition to the censored 11 that have been withheld from distribution since 1968. The reason given was that the scene in which Bugs does a blackface. Al Jolson imitation would offend African Americans. Yeah, buddy, that would. And I actually do approve of them pulling this one, despite I don't like it. When we sanitize history, we should be aware of these things, and we shouldn't act like it didn't happen. I think when kids are older, you should show them this. Like between the ages of like 9 and 10, it's perfectly kind of show them this because they need to know the wrongs that happened. At least that's how I view it personally. Um, the title was taken from the song written by Irving Berlin, featured in this short. This film, which started in production in late November 1941, was completed 8 days after the attack on Pearl Harbor. Oh my. This short is one of 5 cartoons featuring Elmer Fudd modeled after his voice actor, Arthur Q. Bryan, which is fatter than any popular incarnation. Okay, yep, that explains it, because in my mind I'm like, why is Fudd so much fatter? So we have 6 more. Between the feature films and animated shorts, the lights of the movie theater would come on and ushers would collect monetary contributions from the audience to help finance the war effort. The title card of this short identifies it as Leon Schlesinger presents Bugs Bunny, but it is more widely known as Any Bonds Today. Well, yeah. According to an article in the Hollywood Reporter, the cartoon took only 3 weeks to complete, counting from the first sketch drawing to the shipping of the first print. The paper reported that production would typically last 2 months. The cartoon reportedly was produced free of charge. Oh my! See, that's a power of patriotism. We don't have that no more. Despite this being one of the 12 banned Bugs Bunny cartoons that was meant to air on Cartoon Network's weekend marathon, June Bugs in 2001, the show had aired on Cartoon Network's animation history shows Toonheads as a part of a special episode showcasing lost and rare animated pieces. The 90-second cartoon, commissioned by the Treasury in public domain, was designed to encourage movie theater audiences to buy defense and bond stamps. We know. The short is considered neither a Looney Tunes nor a Merry Melodies cartoon. It is not considered a part of the Bugs Bunny series, but a spin-off. Well, I feel like it's a bit of a cop-out considering its contents, but you know what? I ain't gonna hit him for that one. But this was rather short because, well, it's a short, even shorter than our usual ones. But hey, I wanted something out there. I'm finally done with the class, and I'm just trying to be back on schedule with things. I still have a whole class left, and it won't be done until April. But I have more room now, so we'll be able to have more fun. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this, please like and subscribe for more, and peace.